Hey, welcome back. In this mini lecture, I'll be talking about learning strategies. Here's the definition of learning strategies: learners' natural, habitual, and preferred ways of absorbing, processing, and retaining new information and skills. So that's something we're going to sort of tease out throughout the rest of the presentation. Why are learning strategies important? Quote, they are tools for active, self-directed involvement, which is essential for developing communicative competence, which can help learning as a whole. These adhere to various national standards. Students who use learning strategies effectively begin to take on more responsibility for their own learning. Learning strategies benefit all students, since even those who are taught, even those who use some strategies effectively can be taught additional ones. So again, this sort of foregrounds the idea of being more aware of your learning as a whole and the strategies that you use, and uncovering new ones. How can learning strategies help education? At least 5 ways. It can enhance learning. Can help to solve specific problems. 3, can help to compensate for learning deficits. 4, it can help the learner perform specified tasks. And 5, it can make learning easier, faster, and more enjoyable. So again, all these different strategies can help education in a variety of ways. Why would you use strategies? Like, how do they help? What are their characteristics? First, they're learner-centered. Second, they allow learners to become more self-directed, which again, going back to one, helps them the learning to become more learner-centered. 3, it's problem-oriented. 4, it involves many aspects, not just cognitive, in terms of how people learn. 5, they can be taught by a teacher. 6, they're flexible and can be made individual depending on the learner. 7, they can be influenced by many factors, which can be good and bad. And then 8, it can expand your role as a teacher, so you're not just going to the board and talking, you're actually helping students learn constructively how to direct their own learning. Students are already using many strategies to learn subjects. First, however, many of them are not conscious of the techniques they are using, so this helps to foreground that. And second, by explicitly identifying learning strategies as learners use them, you can empower learners to use strategies more effectively and in a wider context. So again, it helps to foreground how they're actually learning. How can teachers specifically help with strategies? There's a few ways. First, you can identify students' learning styles and encourage strategies through surveys, interviews, etc. And these can again foreground how they specifically learn. Number 2, they can help students discern the most relevant strategy for their learning style, tasks, and goals. So the strategy can vary depending on what you're trying to learn. And 3, it can aid students in systematically using these strategies, so that they're not just willy-nilly choosing one, but actually having, depending on their task or goal, they can specifically choose a strategy that will help them. I'm going to list a number of the learning strategies. There's 2 slides on this. First, they can highlight whatever they're reading, like say if it's text. They can listen to or watch media. They can use a peer tutor or be a peer tutor for someone else. They can form study groups. They can color code information. They can self-talk to reinforce ideas. They can use visual imagery to make underlying content visual in nature. 2, they can use graphic organizers to organize their data. They can draw pictures to make it more visual. They can use physical gestures to maybe show the direction of the flows of information. They can use flashcards to memorize at home. They can use mnemonic devices to help work on their memory. They can take notes. They can pair items together. So that was learning strategies. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.